The Center for Audit Quality presents Profession in Focus.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Profession in Focus. I'm Cindy Fernelli, the Executive Director of the Center for Audit Quality, and I'm very pleased to have with me today Joe Adams, who is the Managing Partner and CEO of McGladrey. Joe's also on the CAQ's governing board and indeed is our Vice Chair. So welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Cindy. It's great to be here.
So Joe, I want to talk to you a little bit about a critical issue that's facing the CAQ and the profession, and that is the talent pipeline. You previously served at the firm as the personnel partner responsible for recruitment, development, and retention of the firm's employees. So how have things changed since you've held that role?
There's been a lot of change, and I think probably some of the biggest changes have to do with technology and really the repercussions or the nuances around technology, not just from a social media type of view, not from a computerization type of point of view, but really the way it has enabled transparency in the marketplace. So because of information is available everywhere, people have all the information. So you have to walk the talk, I think. So when it comes to what's changed, I think the profession has gotten better because we're held to a higher standard. We have to really make sure that what we say is what we do. And I think technology advances have done that. Competition has changed. Not only are we competing with all of the other accounting firms and consulting firms for talent, but a lot of other firms, a lot of other different industries that utilize the same talent. And with regulation, controls have become important. So really, competition has been a big change, among other things. But I really think technology is one thing we can take advantage of. One of the things, though, that hasn't changed is that people work for people that care about them and help them. And I think that will stay true for a long, long time.
The core values.
Absolutely.
So I know that you take talking to young people seriously, whether it's on campus or talking to new interns that come into the firm. What messages do you give them?
Well, I think accounting is a great profession. I didn't really know that when I first started out. I think you have a lot of apprehension. My brother was an accountant. He worked for Price Waterhouse. And so I thought, well, that seems like it could be a good job. But as I started going through taking my courses, I wasn't quite sure, so I went and got my MBA thinking I wanted maybe a broader experience. But what I found at McGladrey and in accounting in general, you do get a broad experience. So even though you think about accounting being auditing, you get a variety of opportunities to work with different companies. You see different areas of a company. You understand how companies work, not just from an audit perspective, but from a business perspective. And that knowledge, that doesn't go away. I mean, you're very much have an opportunity to grow and develop and take on additional responsibility. So I think when you're coming into the profession, the one thing you should know is that your success is dependent on how fast you want to go. And when you rise up fast, you're rewarded, you get more responsibility, you get opportunities to stay in the profession, move out of the profession. And so I really do think to start out in the public accounting world allows somebody a lot of variety, a lot of opportunity to really advance their career.
So I know there's misconceptions about the profession. What do you think the number one misconception is, or a misconception that you would like to remedy if you could let the world know?
It's the accounting is boring thing. It's the green eye shade.
And the pocket protector.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like that at all. It's very much a relationship business. It's a people business. It's a knowledge business. And I think one of the things I think people who work in the profession really appreciate is that they work with other professionals, other smart people who care and who want to make a difference for individuals and who want to mentor and train and develop them. And so, not only, as I said earlier, do you get a variety of experience in our business, variety of skills needed, the world's changing. We're going to talk about future role of the auditor today and how do we incorporate data analytics into how do we get better information, better way to audit. So there's just a lot of challenges. I think there's an innovation factor there now as, what tools and resources do we use to be even better at auditing? But again, it's that variety that you get, working with different companies, different people, getting to know some smart people, and working with smart people who really want to make a difference. And it enables you the opportunity to make a difference.
So we're going to need the best and the brightest to come into the profession and stay in the profession. Do you have any ideas on how we can do that? How we can get the message out that it's such a vibrant and growing profession?
Well, again, it is something we have to educate. We have to be a sponsor, a champion of our business, of our accounting profession. And I think the way to do that is on campus and starting earlier in high schools. Really helping people appreciate the opportunities and the broad, as I said, avenues to which you can grow your career, whether you stay in public accounting or not. I mean, it's a very important issue a business that we provide. I mean, the concept of auditing and investor confidence in the financial statements, that's very important. But beyond that, you can move into a lot of different areas. The profession changes. I mean, one of the things that's really changed, and I didn't talk about that earlier, was the amount of different things we do for clients outside of the audit, and international engagements and opportunities to work globally. Those are things that I think we just have to help people appreciate and understand, that the opportunities are broad and endless, and it really is a great place to start.
Well, with that, I want to thank you for joining us, and thank all of you for watching this edition of Profession in Focus. And I'll see you next time.